My whole self is happy.
Welcome back to week 8 of adventuring with me, Angie. We're 2 months in and life is truly just getting started. Last week I was in the throes of heartbreak, fully consumed by my grief and barely hanging on. This week I'm feeling more like myself thanks to a nourishing weekend with my friends. Come with me as I get back to the woods, host a camp out on my land with 8 of my friends, explore more of the lake and river, cook up some goodies, and lean into creating a whole new world. Let's get into it. Kicking off this Monday with driving home from Oakland. I made it back to the house. I'm so tired, but I have to haul my trash today. I absolutely loved being with my friends this past weekend. I had a really great time and it really inspired me to continue building community out here. A few weeks ago, I posted on my IG about a camp out on my land involving yard work in the mornings, rivers and lakes in the day, and relaxing at night. Well, that campout is finally happening this week, and I have 10 people passing through, starting with 2 friends coming up tomorrow. I've never had this many people at my home, so I'm a little nervous about how everything is going to flow, but I'm also excited to get some work done and introduce my home and land to my friends. But first, we relax. Good morning. I've almost cleared this little campsite that I'm trying to make. So back here, it's pretty solid. I would camp here. While I was doing some yard work, I saw such beautiful flowers, so I decided to pick some and refresh the vase inside my kitchen. My friend Alex and their partner are the first visitors this week, and to welcome them, I decided to spend a few hours making a proper bolognese for all of us to enjoy. I absolutely love cooking. I love the process of taking an ingredient and turning it into a meal, and I love being able to feed people. I'm definitely a giver, and sometimes I do give too much, I'm learning that, but it is how I show my love and appreciation for others, so I'm working on that right balance. While the sauce simmered, we decided to go to the river and catch the sunset. This river means so much to me, and I sort of turn into a little kid when given the opportunity to share it with someone. She's gorgeous. Oh my God. After the river, I got a fire going outside, and we enjoyed our pasta under the stars. Happy Thursday. 4 more friends are arriving tonight, and Alex is heading out this afternoon. We decided to go to the river and the lake before they drive back to the bay. It's been really nice to spend this time with Alex. I met them back in 2016, 2017, and we became friends. Then they moved to New Mexico, and I only saw them once actually on a road trip I was doing across the country. So when I found out that they moved back to the bay, I knew I wanted to invite them up here. I'm so grateful that right now I have this time. Between being single and now being unemployed, everything in my life has been turned inside out. Normally I'd panic and try to flip everything back, but right now I'm just letting it happen as it needs to and create some space for some serendipity in my life. 10 out of 10. My whole self is happy. Good morning, good morning. I have some friends here on the property. They are sort of just helping me do lots of things. Pro tip, get you some friends if you have land. It's time to officially begin my first ever Angie sanctioned volunteer campout, and my first task after putting everyone to work this morning and feeding them is taking them to the river. We made it to the river. It's so nice to have friends from different life stages up here. I'm finding that this house and this land has created a new way of connecting with people, and I've been really open with who I invite up. I've known Kyle and Jared since meeting them in San Francisco back in 2015. They're Southern queers from Alabama, and I absolutely love the perspective and experience they bring to everything, and they're just such fun people to hang out with. Crew and souls. That's definitely something I've become more aware of since I've been out here. My friends are incredibly diverse, not just in skin color, but in backgrounds, experiences, and life stages. Are working. Oh my God, it's so nice to have help in this garden. You know how hard this garden is. This weekend was sort of a full experiment for me because everyone who came up is from different parts of my life. Joe and I worked together at Zendesk back in 2016 and reconnected recently over overlanding. I met Nicole at an off-roading event for women who owned forerunners, and we've done some trails together, and this was the first time hanging out one-on-one. I met Nakora via IG, and we just happened to be in Japan at the same time a few weeks ago, and we're trying to link up, but due to my circumstances, I never made it, so I invited them here instead. And I met Fred via a Facebook group for overlanders, and we ended up meeting in Oakland to grab a drink and seeing if we vibed. I have been so pleasantly surprised by the opportunity here to connect in new and different ways. Good morning, it's Sunday. We have a whole crew here today. We're gonna get some work done and then we're gonna go soak in the river because that's what you do out here. To close out the week, we snuck in one more work morning for a few hours before taking ourselves to the river. Casual garden find. Another day at the river. I absolutely love seeing all my friends lounging and relaxing after so many days of physical labor. I know they're not used to the work, and I'm so appreciative that they joined me for this inaugural campout, and we're so down for the trial.
That's great.
Oh, I'm getting better at this because we've been here 5 minutes and I just had a good old little dip. Not only was I able to get some help that I needed on the property, but I was able to share the beauty of this place with so many sweet humans in need of some relaxation and rest. Thank you for joining me for another week of adventures in my life. I absolutely loved having so many friends up here this week and feel like things are turning around for me emotionally. I know I have so much more to feel and grieve with this relationship ending, and I'm happy with how I'm integrating everything into this life that I'm so focused on living. Next week, I find myself splitting some wood and hiking some new trails, hitting the lake a few times, and hosting some friends for a super laid-back, nature-filled Pride weekend. I can't wait to share more and look forward to seeing you next week. Bye!